Hello everyone, this time I will make a reading about a new theme. It's about philosophy, about the belief system, and I hope you enjoy it. I will make my best effort to do it properly. Let's start it. Theological non-cognitivism examined by Stephen J. Conifer. Theological non-cognitivism is usually taken to the view that the sentence God exists is cognitively meaningless. There are various definitions of cognitively meaningless, but the two most common are probably the following. D1. Cognitively meaningless equals for any sentence S is cognitively meaningless if and only if S expresses an unthinkable proposition. B2. Cognitively meaningless for any sentence equals for any sentence S is cognitively meaningless if and only if S does not express a proposition. Let us first consider D1, the grounds on which many non-cognitivists takes the sentence God exists to be cognitively meaningless is that it expresses an unthinkable proposition. That is, according to many non-cognitivists, under many, perhaps even most, interpretations of the given sentence, although it expresses an idea. That idea is incoherent and so cannot be entertained in thought. For instance, it might be interpreted to mean that there exists a being who is simultaneously both one person and two person, a notion which is not only incoherent but self-contradictory. Some such non-cognitivists might nonetheless refer to the given sentence as expressing nothing that is either true or false. But that could be wrong there. I never heard that. For even proposition is either true or false. And so, if God exists, expresses an unthinkable proposition, then necessarily it expresses something that is true or false. Whatever most non-cognitivists how advocate D1 are likely aware of this inconsistency and thus refer to the given sentence as expressing a necessarily false proposition. But that is also problematic, as one who regards the sentence God exists as expressing a false proposition is ordinarily viewed as an atheist, since an atheist is one who denies that God exists, and so regarding the given sentence is tantamount to denying God's existence. It will seem more appropriate then such people to call themselves atheists, that non-cognitivism. So much then for non-cognitivism, where cognitively meaningless is defined as expressing an unthinkable proposition. Let us turn now to the two. According to that definition, a sentence is cognitively meaningless if it doesn't it does not express a proposition. It takes it that most non-cognitivism will say that a given sentence S fails to express a proposition if S contains a term for which non-definition whatever is supplied, or for which no definition is understood to be employed, or for which an intelligible definition is supplied. Thus, the important question now becomes how often, if ever, do tastes alter the sentence could exist such that at least one of those conditions obtains as regard that sentence? In order to answer that question, it will be helpful to first generate a list of common definition of the God word. God word God. Sorry. G1 God. The one supreme being, the creator and ruler of the universe. G2 God, the most perfect being. G3 God, love. G4 God, the universe. G5 God, the round of being, the source of everything. G6 God, the personal, omnipotent, omniscient, omnibenevolent, eternal creator and ruler of the universe. G7 God, the personal, omnipotent, omniscient, omnibenevolent, non-material, eternal creator and ruler of the universe. G8 God, the personal, omnipotent, omniscient, omnibenevolent, non-material, atemporal creator and ruler of the universe. For the sake of economy, let God one exist. Henceforth proposed to express the proposition there exists a being with all properties enumerated in G1 that to exist. Henceforth, purport 2 express the proposition there exists a being with all the properties enumerated in G2, etc. Likewise, let non-cognitivism 1 denote non-cognitivism with respect to the sentence God one exists, etc., where non-cognitivism is taken in the D2 sentence. G1 is the definition of God supplied in the Random House Dictionary, and the vast bulk of theists will surely. I will read again the sentence. G1 is the definition of God supplied by the Random House Dictionary, and the vast bulk of theists will surely go along with it. For most of them regularly use God in the given way, i.e. to refer to the one supreme being, the creator of the ruler and the ruler of the universe, and how the present definition got into the dictionary in the first place. But what do they mean by the one supreme being and creator, the ruler of the universe? That is a purely empirical question, obviously, but I will be easy to answer that limited guess. Has most theistic God to be eternal, powerful, all-knowing, and all-loving? Probably most of them mean the one being who is supposed to possess all those properties. The question which of those properties, if any, is current, I shall defer until I take a discussion for G2 below. With respect of the property of being the creator and ruler of the universe, it is difficult to see how even the most steadfast non-cognitivist could regard it as incoherent. After all, there is no unclarity in the concept of being who creates a cosmos per se, for nearly everyone understands perfectly well what is meaning of create something, and cosmos are just a very big thing or collection of things. Likewise, with the concept of writing something, indeed, I'm not aware of any non-cognitivist who offer that sentence like God is a rule and ruler of the universe is intelligibly safe on the ground of that God refers to being who is disembodied and or outside time. The notion of such a being creating something is incorrect, but G1 does not ascribe to God either of those properties, and so the given objection is here irrelevant. Furthermore, a rather peculiar and unsophisticated theist might view God as a physical entity who resides in some kind of eternal library universe in which our cosmos is part of triggered the Big Bang by, say, pressing a button on a highly complex machine. Fantastic thought it is, and decidedly anthropomorphic, through such then dating will be.